Welcome to the weekly Chris Chan update. My name is GiBi and I will be your tour guide this week. It has been 46 days since Chris last begged for money. It has been 184 days since Chris last uploaded Sonichu pages. It has been 3,844 days since Chris last applied for a job. It has been 53 days since we last heard from Barb. You might remember this post from the ending of my last episode, where Chris posted fan art of his husbands and wives. He failed to give credit, and the actual artist of the piece, One Crazy Bird, asked him to. Well, that was March 26th. On April 2nd, Chris finally gave credit to One Crazy Bird. Art drawn by One Crazy Bird. Sorry for not crediting you earlier. Only a week too late there, Chris. So here's what's weird about this week. Usually Chris has this automated bot telling him who his biggest fan was of the week. For example, on April 3rd, our biggest fan this week, I'm not going to pronounce these names because they're all nonsense. Thank you, and you click this and then you're supposed to sign up to get this service done too. Not only does Chris have more of these posts than usual, for example, he is biggest fan of the week. Biggest fan of the week again the next day. His stats like his mentions, his likes, his retweets. His biggest fans again the next day. His single biggest fan again the same day. His stats again the day after his last stats. His biggest fans again the next day. The same fans again on the same day. His stats again that day. His biggest fan the next day, his stats the next day, etc. Usually these are once a week type thing. For example, you can see it says our biggest fan this week, and yet he's posting it every single day. I don't know if that's a flaw in the service he signed up to, or I don't know if he's posting that on purpose for some reason. Because these are the only things that he's posted this week, with the exception of one retweet where he links to a video that he likes. He adds that he's sending out positive vibes and asks us not to troll or pester them. I just thought that this was very strange, because this has never happened before, where he just posts these every day on top of not posting anything else. That means it's been a very slow week for Chris on the internet. We don't know what he's doing, we don't know how he's feeling, we don't know what he's thinking. It's kind of odd to not have that insight. So on a related note, good old Jakey Sockness left a comment on my latest Minecraft video, the Chris Chan one. And if you notice the resolution of the video, yes, this is the resolution I watch YouTube videos in because my internet is that bad. So there's a possibility that this isn't the real Jacob Sockness. Anybody could just create a YouTube account and name themselves Jacob Sockness. But based on other comments they've had on my other videos, I probably believe that it's him. Anyway, he says, "My name had all those brick number 2 everywhere. She was meant by God to be my other half. That proves me and Chris are made for each other. Go buzz off and stop using my name. She saw through your lies and the troll's lies and came right back." So the only reason I'm including this is because Jacob is claiming that Chris came right back to him after seeing through the lies of me and the other trolls. I have no idea whether that's true, so I don't know. I also don't know why there's a bunch of 2s everywhere in the Jacob Sockness world. Since there's not much news this week, I figured I would just talk about what I'm going to be doing on this channel relating to Chris. I'm obviously in the middle of uploading a bunch of Sonichu videos. I have this big long script written. It's currently 59 pages. It goes all the way through from issue number 0 to the beginning of the Pony issue. I've read most of Sonichu, I've written most of the script, I just need to record it and edit it, and I'm getting those up as fast as I possibly can. I actually really enjoy making those videos, and it looks like a lot of people like watching them, so I'm very happy with how that's going. I'm also in the process of reading through Jacob's books, which you can see on screen now. The first book, which is 0.3, in other words, it's kind of like a prologue to the real books. It alone is over 300 pages long. Jacob claims that his entire collection, his entire library, is about 3,000 pages. I'm reading the whole thing and summarizing it, and I'm going to make a video with illustrations to, help aid the summary. And that's just going to take forever. I promise I'm working on it, but it's going to take a very long time. Especially since it's utter nonsense. Not only is it utter nonsense in terms of what happens, but Jacob, of course, has to write it like it's the Bible. He's using, like, old English grammar. It's fascinating to see inside Jacob's mind while reading it, but it's really dull to actually read what's written on the page. Hopefully something good will come out of it. So thanks for watching. You can follow me on Twitter at GiBi_Devin. My Patreon's linked below. My Discord should be linked below. The link would be good for 24 hours. And if you have any insight onto Chris, just contact me. I'd love to know what's going on with him right now, because he's been almost radio silent for an entire week. Also, stay safe, because if you're watching this in the future, this is being uploaded in the middle of the coronavirus stuff.